wanted to say thank you to everybody that's subscribed to the channel lately. It's a lot more than I was expecting when I started making content again, so I appreciate you guys. But as far as New World goes, I haven't really played much OPR since Arenas came out, but they're nerfing the arena rewards and buffing OPR. So I've been playing more OPR lately because I'm going to need some dark matter to upgrade some pieces next season anyway. And just kind of theorycraft a new build. I went for something with a lot more survivability. I tested Sword and Shield Firestaff, I tested Flail and Shield Firestaff thinking, you know, two tankier weapons. But I always end up coming back to Spear Firestaff. With Fortified Perforate on the Spear, it's just so much extra armor, you have so much leeching, and especially now I'm playing Blooddrinker with the attuned leather pants to make up for the damage loss. And they also let me get to 200 constitution with my extra damage. So it's going pretty well so far, and I also included a clip at the end where I basically tried the same crap I always try in OPR, just run face first into a brick wall and hope the wall comes down, but without Blooddrinker on, and it's a pretty noticeable difference. But I did kind of want to get some other people's opinions, because what I prefer to watch isn't, you know, what everybody always prefers to watch. I really like just full games. But montages are pretty popular. Obviously people enjoy them. So I kind of wanted to get a feel for what other people thought. For this video, I tried to keep as much of the gameplay as possible and just make one decent game that showed my playstyle, but cut out a lot of the running back to the fight and a lot of the boring crap. So hopefully you enjoy this. If there's something else you prefer to see, some weapons you'd like to see, please let me know, and I'll try some stuff out. Thanks for watching. Oh, I almost forgot, I included just a quick overview of my build at the end of the video.
Blooddrinker
I wanted to quickly talk about my gear since anytime I don't include it seems to be the most common question I get. But honestly, this is a lot of whatever gear I kind of just threw together so I can make the attuned leather pants fit. Don't even have them fully upgraded yet, but I wanted the extra attributes to make up for the lost damage using Blooddrinker. I was trying to make a build that just had more survivability. I tried using builds with shield and getting the extra thrust shield ward, and I still always end up coming back to the spear firestaff. You can see this is a whatever piece. I don't even have crit, so crit ward's useless. This piece is alright. I don't care about vigor. Shirking heals and a usable perk. And this piece I actually got for pretty cheap off the trading post just to make the build fit, because it has fireball with dexterity. I guess somebody figured nobody would want it. Next season, I'll probably be using this spear, going full greedy, just extra life stealing, because Blooddrinker's getting a buff. It kind of gives like a mini 5% divine to life stealing specifically. It's kind of why I was testing Sword and Shield first, because it has the built-in divine passive on the right side, or flail, since I could run 50 focus and not be wasting the points for the extra divine, but this build still just always feels better somehow. Yeah, and I'll be running with this Firestaff Kingfish's Fireball. The spear I was using in that video was Perforate Vicious Plate Crits. I always run Fortifying Perforate on the spear itself because the 75% fortification gives you more armor than a heavy player, and with how fast you get cooldowns back up on spear, you can have 100% uptime on this pretty easily, unless you get staggered while you're doing your Perforate. Amulet, pretty standard, Health Divine Thrust, and I'm not running Healing Heart right now. I didn't feel like I was getting a lot of value out of it, but fighting in the clumps in OPR, I'm actually having a lot of uptime on the heart rune, so I might go back to it. My attributes with the pants got to 350, 100, 200. The extra 10% armor is kind of nice. Otherwise, it's my normal split. My spear build, I always try to sweep into perforate if I can to guarantee all 3 hits. You get the 75% fortification. You get a 30% rend against the enemy and a 30% weaken against the enemy. Super strong for 1v1. Not great if you're trying to take on like 4 or 5 people, but still really strong for the fortification either way. I always run Leeching Cyclone on my gear. It's a very good heal. Nobody gems against crit, and it gives you free stamina. Firestaff is my normal build. I haven't changed anything with this recently, other than I stopped running the haste with the ability, just because so many people are running Alacritus Punishment on their Firestaff. There's no point in taking 10% haste to take an extra 20% base damage. Yeah, I think that's about it. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments, and I'll see you in OPR.